Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to cut this beautiful kaftan crop top. Okay, so let's keep watching. So first of all, I'll have my fabric folded like this, just 1.5 yards folded by 2, depending on how big you are. You can use 2 yards, you can use 1.5 yards. My client is not on the big size, so she's using 1.5 yards for this particular kaftan crop top. Okay, so now I am going to fold it again by 2. Now I have successfully folded it by 4. Okay, now I have both the front and the back piece together. So now we're going to start placing down all the necessary measurements required for this kaftan crop top. Placing my tape on a straight line, I will mark the length of the crop top. My client wants it to be very hanging, so I marked 17 inches as the length. That's the waist, that's equals to the waist measurement of my client. Okay, so now I'm going to measure mark a straight line to mark the full length of the crop top. The next thing I'm going to do is to go in by 3 inches at the neck area, the place that has two fold. Okay, then come down by 1 inch as the neck depth. That's for the back neck depth. And for the sleeve, the shoulder, my shoulder divided by 2 is my client's shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5, which I've marked. Then mark the sleeve. The sleeve is 13 inches. I marked 13 inches. Taking together my shoulder and my sleeve length, I will take it all the way down to the full length, then mark it. Then use my ruler to connect the lines together. Next thing I'm going to do is to come down for my sleeve opening. My sleeve opening for my client is 10 inches, so I'm going to mark 10. Next is to determine our bust point. My client bust point is 10 inches. I'll come down by 10 inches, then divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it down, plus 2 inches allowance. Remember, the sleeve opening is the same as the bust point at the same line. Okay, so on my bust point, I will take my bust point down to the full length, so you don't need the waist point here. Okay, just your bust point is the biggest part of your body for now as a crop top, if you are cutting a crop top. So now I am going to connect the lines to the bust point to the sleeve opening, and then mark just a curve like that, a curve. Okay, so now I have the main thing I want, so I will be cutting out all the excesses right now. The next thing I'm going to do is to mark the front neck depth. For the front neck depth, I will be coming down by 9 inches. Then I'll mark 1 inch in all the way to the full length of the crop top, and connect it like so. So after connecting it like that, I will now open it up and cut out the front piece. That's the front piece like this. Okay, and we have the back piece. We are not cutting the back piece. Okay, so now we are going to cut the strap. Okay, we are going to cut the strap. That's the placket that we'll be putting at the front piece. Before we cut the placket, I'm going to measure around the front piece where we'll be putting the placket. I will measure around it to know the amount of fabric that we'll be using and how many, the length of the placket. So we have 44. I'll add 1 inch to it, making it 45 to the length. So we have to cut a whole length of an abada. Okay, the abada length is 45, so I have to cut the whole length of an abada, and we use 1.5 inch as the wideness of the ankara, like this. 1.5 inch, I'll cut the full length. Okay, like that. We have 45 as the length, so we are going to cut this in a straight line. I have successfully cut it out and then ironed it together. So this is what I have. I will bring my Ankara and I will place it right side facing right side. Okay, and I'll just pin it all around and sew with half inch. After that, I'll come down by 9 inches from the neckline and then close up. I will start from 9 inches to close it up all the way to the full length. We just, it's not even up to half an inch. I will just place the front piece on each other with 3/4 inch. Okay, I'll use 3/4 inch, place it with 3/4 inch on top of each other and just stitch on top of it, top stitch it. And that's what we have for the placket. And for the sleeve, I will use the same length and the same width and size of the placket that I use at the front. I will use it to close up the sleeve. Okay, I'll use half inch to join the sleeve and then iron it down. And here is what I have after joining the sleeves. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join the pocket, the two pockets. Now here is what I have to do for the two pockets. I have the length of 11 inches and the width of 8 inches, 9 inches, sorry. So I came down by 2 inches for the folding of the pocket. Okay, I had to trim some off. I will come down by 2 inches for the folding of the pocket. Now I have 7 inches as the wideness of the pocket. The length that we're going to be needing without the folding, now I folded it. Now after folding it, the length should be 9 inches. That's 9 by 9. Okay, so I cut out extra 2 inches allowance for the folding. That is why you have that chalk marked as a halfway. So now I will just join it, close it up like this, fold it and iron it. And now I have 2 of this here. Now this is how I'm going to place it on top of the other one. Okay, after ironing down, I'll show you how to place it on top of the this top. Also, before you attach the pocket, make sure you hem the down part like so, like what I'm doing in the video. Hem it down before attaching the pocket. Now here is how to attach the pocket. From the center line, I'll go in by 1 inch and then place my pocket on top of the top. I'll come down by 4 inches. That's the where my my pocket is going to start from. Okay, I'll mark 4 inches and place my pocket on top of it. Make sure you go in by 1 inch before marking your 4 inch down. Place your pocket on top of the 4 inch marked and then join the two sides. So now here is what I have after joining. As you can see, I've also joined the bottom line of the top with half inch. Okay, and this is the front piece. It came out so beautiful and neat. Okay, it came out so beautiful. So now here is the pant I made for this crop top. Okay, but I didn't make it in this video because I already have a video on how to make this pant. Okay, I have a video on this channel where I made how to cut a palazzo pant with 2 sides opening, like that's side opening. I have a video on it which is down below in this video. Just go to my description, you will see the video. Thank you so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.